everybody, it's Deb with Creative Life. Thanks for joining me today and welcome to my channel. For all my new subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing and being here with me. I hope that you find my channel inspirational and fun, and that is what this is all about. This is why we do our crafting and create things, is so we can have fun and inspire one another in our community. So today I want to go ahead and let you know we are going to be doing a project using a Clear Scraps shaker flag, okay? And the little banner over it, this is just a chipboard piece. So this little chipboard piece is super cute. It is the ribbon chipboard, and I will put the link down below. And this one here again is the flag chipboard, or I'm sorry, shaker. And we're going to be using both of these in a layout. So we're going to do a 2-page layout that is super simple using one sketch. Okay, and so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so for this layout, you're going to need one pattern 12 by 12 piece of paper, and that is going to be your base. You're going to cut 2 red strips that are 1 by 12 inches, and you're going to go ahead and glue them about 3 inches or so from the top. And then you're going to go ahead and you're also going to cut 2 strips of pattern paper that are 1 by 8 3/4. Okay, this large strip here that I'm laying down is 4.5 by 12 inches, and then you're going to go ahead and lay that on top of the red strip that I laid down. That's just to give it a nice red border, and you're going to place the other red border on the bottom. Here I'm making these pattern paper strips. Those are the ones that are 1 inch by 8 3/4. You're going to go ahead and make those into some little flags and place those right underneath that red border strip. And so I'll show you right here. That way you can see that red border strip right underneath that pattern paper. So next we're going to go ahead and lay this large piece down. Again, this is the 4.5 by 12-inch piece. And I'm going to go ahead and use my double back tape on this, and I just felt that it needed a little bit more security, and I didn't want it to pop off, so I will be placing some glue on the back of this as well. So you'll have a red strip and another pattern paper strip that you'll place on the bottom here in just a second, and you'll see here in just a minute where we're going to do that. And we're just going to go ahead and lay that right across the top of that red strip. And I know that blends in with my paper a little bit. So here is the red strip, and we're going to go ahead and lay that down. Okay, and that is going to go right up underneath that large piece right there. And then you're going to go ahead, you're going to burnish that down and take the backing off of your other large strip. Here is the other strip, and I went ahead and did 2 different patterns. You could do the same one if you want. I just liked the 2 different patterns. I thought that having the firecrackers down below and then the stars up on top gave it a really nice celebratory 4th of July look. Here I took another piece, and this strip here is going to be 3.5 by 12 inches, okay? And we are going to go ahead and cut about a 1/4 inch off of this. So you're just going to go ahead and kind of fold that back and forth, and I just went ahead and cut it off. So you're going to go ahead and cut off about a 1/4 inch from the back there, and you're going to go ahead and lay this strip, and again, it is cut into a little flag. And there we go. So we're almost done with this one, you guys. Next, we're going to go ahead and get the pennant, and this is the ribbon, okay? I call it a pennant, but it's a ribbon, and we're going to go ahead and take this off of our chipboard, and the chipboard houses that little ribbon there, and we're going to go ahead and place that on top of there. And we're going to go ahead and we are going to um, have some
photo mats on here. So what I did is I went ahead and cut down some photo mats. You can go ahead and make these photo mats whatever size you want. I went ahead and did mine. I think these are 3 by 4 photo mats. Okay, and so the back of that, the base of that photo mat that's bordered in red is probably about 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and then the white mat is about 1/4 inch smaller than the pattern paper. So there's that. And that is what our little photo mats are going to look like. I think this is so cute. This turned out so good. And again, we're using one sketch for 2 different layouts. So you're going to have another layout that is using the same sketch, but different, but a different uh, layout. So you'll see here in a bit. Here I went ahead and cut out a cut apart card, and I went ahead and just placed that on the back of a red piece of cardstock and laid it down. It just says 4th of July. And then here I went ahead and grabbed some stars and placed those around where I'm going to lay that ribbon. And again, this is the chipboard ribbon. Of course, I'll have this linked down below for you. And then here I'm painting the ribbon. Now this ribbon did take me a while to create. I really like it, how it turned out. It is so pretty. And I went ahead and did red on the bottom part and then around the ribbon. And then once that dried, I did do, I think, about 2 or 3 coats on this. And I let it dry in between each coat, so I just wanted to let you all know that. And then I'm going to come back in with some blue, and this is kind of like a navy blue, and it's so pretty. This blue is just gorgeous. And I went ahead and placed the blue on the star, and I have a red sticker from the paper collection that I'm using, and I went ahead and placed that in the middle. Now I did place 2 coats, I believe, on that star. So I let it dry and then I came back in and did another coat. So here I used a scrap piece of paper and came in and did some little blue lines on the sides. And this was just a last minute idea because I thought, oh, it would be neat to have it like blue and red, right? And this just turned out so awesome. I absolutely love how this turned out. And then I let that dry. I did put a couple of little coats on here. I want to say a couple of coats of blue just to kind of cover up the red, and because it does kind of show through because it's red. And so I did paint a couple of coats on that. So I went ahead and snipped off a piece of red cardstock, just a really thin piece, and lined it up kind of how I did the other side, and then painted that blue and did the same thing on the other side. And I just thought this, like I said, I thought this turned out really cool. I really like how the two-tone, the red and the blue, really looked together. I think it just really gave it a pop to this ribbon. And then I decided, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and place like a little border around it. And so I came in with the blue and then just kind of painted a little border around this. So you could do so many things with this. I mean, you could do a gold border on this. That would look so cool. And so much to do with this little ribbon. I think it's a really neat embellishment to a card, a tag, a layout. I really think it's super cool. So here's that red star sticker, and I really love how that is looking. So it turned out pretty cool. Next, after this dried, I came in with my white gel pen, and I went ahead and went around every like the blue part and the red to just kind of really give a definition of the space between the red and the blue. And I really think it turned out super cool. So here I did it on the other side. I really, really like how this turned out. And again, it just gave it that little pop of red, blue, and white. So for our flag. So here I went around the star and I got kind of crazy with this because after I did the star and I did the middle part of that, the ribbon bottom part, I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do the around the ribbon part too, the top part. And so I did around the ribbon, and then I started thinking, you know what? I might as well just go ahead and outline the whole thing. So I kind of went to town with that, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Just do it. See how it turns out. So here I went ahead and I went through and um, just traced where the line of the blue and the red meet, and just kind of went around it. And yeah, it turned out pretty good. I really like it. I did have to kind of wipe off my pen every once in a while because the red or the blue would get on it and kind of like stop it up a little bit. But it turned out pretty cool. And I hope you guys, get some great inspiration from this portion of the video.
Okay, now we're going to start on the shaker flag. And when you get this, you're going to have 3 frames, one whole piece, and then you're going to have an acetate piece. So you're going to grab 2 frames and you're going to go ahead and stick those 2 pieces together. And this is how you start putting this shaker together. You're going to peel the film off of the front and back of the acetate, okay? And then you can go ahead and you can glue that onto the 2 frames that you just adhered together. Next, you're going to go ahead and just press those down. Make sure that they're nice and secured together, and then you're going to set aside to dry. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I laid down the 2 frames with the acetate on the flag because that's what I wanted for the whole piece to adhere to. So I went ahead and traced that, and now I'm fussy cutting that out, and that is going to be the piece that gets adhered to the whole piece, which is the back of the flag. Okay, so here I'm cutting it out, and then here's the whole piece, and that is going to be the back. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and adhere this down. So here we're just going to add the glue and adhere your piece down. And then if you have any excess hanging off of the edges, you could definitely go ahead and trim that away. For this next part, I'm going to go ahead and paint the top of this frame blue. Now this is the frame that is going to be on top of the acetate that we just glued down. And so here I'm just painting this blue, and yeah, then I just went ahead and did like 2 coats on this and let it dry. And then you can go ahead and adhere this on top of the acetate. Okay, so again, here we're going to do the same type of um, sketch, but we're doing it in a different way. So I went ahead and cut out 2 of the red strips again at 1 by 12, and you're going to go ahead and place that 4.5 by 12-inch piece on top of those 2 red strips, just like I did here, okay? Next, you're going to go ahead and cut out 2 of the pattern paper strips that are 1 by 8 3/4, okay? And you're going to go ahead and lay those down by the side. Now here I went ahead and added this to my base page, which is a 12 by 12 pattern piece. And I went over about, I want to say 4.5, maybe 4.5, 5 inches. And then here are my pattern paper strips that I just had mentioned. And again, you're going to go ahead and you're going to cut these into a little flag, as I'm doing here.
And you're going to place these on either side of that large strip we just laid down. So here I'm placing this strip down here on the right side, and that strip is going to go on the left side. And these go underneath that red strip, okay? So you want to have a little bit of that red strip opened at the edge there so you can kind of slide your strips, your pattern paper strips underneath. Okay, and again, you're going to need another piece that is 3.5 by 12. This is going to be the one where we trim off about 1/4 of an inch. Okay, and so here I'm making this into a flag, and we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to scoot that over, and I'm going to go ahead and I cut off about 1/4 of an inch, and I'm just going to go ahead and lay that down now. Now this page is going to be, as you can tell, it is going to lay upright. So your panels are not going to be laying, I guess it would be horizontally. They're going to be laying vertically. Okay, so it's definitely the same sketch, just in a different way. Now here I'm gluing on that last frame on top of the acetate. That is the one that we just painted blue. And I'm going to go ahead and grab some little shaker bits, and we're going to put this together. Okay, I'm grabbing my little shaker bits, and now I'm placing them in the window area and just kind of spreading them around. And then we're going to go ahead and place some glue on here. And then we're going to go ahead and burnish this down. Okay, so now I'm adding the glue around the flag where I have the bits and the shaker bits, and then we're going to go ahead, grab that back, and just place that on top and burnish that down really good. And the flag is done. I just love how this turned out. The flag is so pretty. I absolutely love it. And here we're going to go ahead and stick a little sticker from the collection on top of there, and the flag is going to go right underneath there. Next, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring in my photo mats. Now my photo mats are a little bit bigger. I think this one is about 4 by 6 is the red base, and then I went about 1/4 of an inch down from there. So you can make these as big as you'd like. If you want to do 4 by 6 photos, that's fine. I just made mine a little smaller than 4 by 6. I think they're actually like 3 3/4 by 5 3/4 or something. So oh, so you, like I said, you can make yours as big as you want. The second one is a little smaller, so I have a 4 by 4 or 4, I think it's a 3 by 4 card, and then I just went up a, about a 1/4 of an inch for the red backing, and then down a 1/4 of an inch for the main white part of the photo mat. Here I'm just gluing these on, and I want my pictures just like that. I just think that looks so good. I love this. I love this layout. I think it's great. And so here I am going to go ahead and I'm going to stick some more little items on top of here. So I'm coming in with some of these firework pieces, and I did go ahead and stick some foam tape on the back of these, and I absolutely love how these turned out.
Okay, so we finished both of these beautiful pages for our 4th of July pictures, and I hope you like them. They are the same exact sketch just turned different ways. So like this one, we turned this way. I mean, you could look at them and they're pretty much the same. I did change, like I added a few little elements here on this page. I added a few little elements on this page, and I just think that it looks so great. I absolutely love both of these. And yeah, I love how the flag turned out. It turned out perfect. I am like really super happy with the way that this turned out. I hope that you guys like it too. And this one here with the little banner ribbon, I just think that that turned out awesome. So I hope that you like them both. I did do a little technique on this one where we grabbed a little strip of paper, kind of painted this side over here, and then did the same thing on this side, did the same thing here, grabbed my white gel pen, and I just traced around where I painted and around here and then around the star. And I just think that it turned out super nice. I really like how this turned out. So thank you guys again for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed today's video tutorial, and I will have the links down below for you for both of these little products here. And thank you so much. Take care, and I will be talking to you soon. Bye. Thanks so much for joining me today. Please head over to Clear Scraps and check out their shop. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and hit that bell for future notifications on all upcoming videos, tutorials, YouTube hops, and my live shows, 4:30 on Fridays Central Time.